Hello, we have one more laptop today for disassembly. This one is much harder than the first one today. This is HP Compaq 6730S. It's a very old laptop and it's pretty much awful for disassembly. So let's start, see what happened. Now first I'm gonna remove the covers on the memory, the hard drive. I'm gonna remove the optical drive. I'm gonna remove all the screws on the back. After that I'm gonna remove the I'm gonna flip the laptop and start removing the keyboard. Otherwise I have to flip the laptop a couple of times. So let's start. There are two types of screws on this laptop. Ones are the regular Phillips screws and the other ones are the, I don't know the name, 6-star or something. You have to take out the hard drive. Keep in mind this laptop is very old. It may not be open so far. We have a loose screw here, which I think we have to put back. We'll see. Now I'm gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi cables because I think they're gonna have to be removed. Now I'm gonna remove the optical drive. Now all the screws on the back, the black ones, are the same size. Only the screws under the battery and under the optical drive are different size, but they're quite different, so you won't have any problems with them. The screws for the keyboard are the same size, pretty much. We have one screw here right under the cables for the Wi-Fi. This will be a long, boring video. Now there are hidden screws right here under the rubber pieces on the bottom. We have to remove them also. Now let's double check, did we remove all the screws on the bottom, because I always forgot some. Okay. This one will come off after that. Now we're gonna remove the screws under the battery. They are a little bit wider than the screws under the optical drive, so I doubt you'll put them on the wrong place after that. Now we're gonna flip the laptop, and now the first thing here, we have to remove the upper plastic. Just start from the sides Be careful because there is a cable here for the button. Yeah, everything is unplugged. Like this. Just put it a little bit up, and after that just remove the keyboard. It is sticked with double-sided tape, although it have a screw, so you can put a tape after that if you like. Now we're gonna open the locking mechanism here. Now we have to remove the Wi-Fi cables, which we already disconnect. In order to continue with the disassembly, also we have to remove the LCD, but one thing after another. Pretty much we have to disconnect all the cables, which is very annoying. First disconnect all the cables, and after that remove the display. It's much easier, like this. Now we're gonna remove the 4 screws which are holding the display. Just lift it gently and put it on side. Now we have to remove the speakers, because I think they're holding the plastic to the bottom cover, so I'm not 100% sure actually, but I think we have to remove it. Now we have to remove one screw here and one here in order to separate the plastic. Just be careful because there should be a touchpad cable under, like this. Now, in order to remove the board, we have to remove the small board for the optical drive. We have to disconnect the cables here for the Bluetooth and for the side USBs. Also, I have to replace the CMOS battery because the customer says that it doesn't remember any settings on the BIOS when it's powered off. Be careful with these cables because they are very thin and you can bend the pins very easily. Now let's see, we have to remove the screws on the fan, I think, only. Let's double check. Yeah, everything should be fine. Now we have to, I think we have to unlock the audio jacks here, so you have to slide it a little bit back. No, first the VGA. Let's start with the VGA. Slide it from the VGA, so right now you can remove it. Plus there is the modem connector here, which I don't know does anybody still use it, but basically that's the board. Let me find something to put the board on. Now we have to remove the fan so we can clean it with a brush. We're gonna put it back. Now we have to remove the 4 screws here. The modem is missing, but the cable is still here. Weird, but we're gonna leave it like this since we found it like this. Now we're gonna untie the screws. The paste is very dry, so probably the laptop was overheating. We're gonna clean the cooler, of course. With some alcohol. Like this. Nice and shiny. The thermal pad is still okay. I will not replace it because usually the original pads are way better than the ones which are selling on the market. Now we have to apply a thermal paste. And we have to put everything back. Tight all the screws evenly, so there's no problem with overheating. Now we're gonna put back the cable for the modem which is missing. We're gonna flip the board, and first we will replace the battery. I think I have a spare one here. Like this. Now this was the easy part. Now we have to put everything back together. Let's start pretty much on the reverse. The first thing we have to put the audio jack in front in order for the board to go in. After that we have to push a little bit in order for the VGA to get in, and we forgot the cable for the fan, so we have to get it like this. Now we're gonna plug it, of course. We're gonna put the screw on the fan, and we're gonna put the modem connector like this. Now we have to put back the board for the optical drive. We're gonna connect the cables for the Bluetooth and for the USB. Now we have to put the touchpad cover. Don't forget to plug in the cable first. I have a lot of cases where I do forgot to plug something, so I have to open it again. Just double check everything. Like this. Now we have to put the black screw here and the smaller one on the upper side. Now we'll put the speakers, which were like this, I think. Nope. Yeah, okay. We're gonna plug the cable. Like this. Now we have to put the display back. Now I have to put back the cables, which is a little bit annoying, but somebody's gotta do it. Don't put too much pressure on these VGA connectors, otherwise you may bend a pin. The cable should get in quite easily, so if something is not okay, you will have to fill it. Now let's start with the cables. I usually plug them all at the same time, this way I can arrange them better. We'll see how it goes. Now we have to separate them here. It's always a good idea to have a tweezers around. Now let's continue with the Wi-Fi cables one by one. Well, not the best cable management, but you got the idea. Now we have to connect first the power button cable. Like this. After that we have to plug the keyboard. Like this. Now let's double check, is everything on a place? Yeah. Now comes the boring part. We have to put all the screws back. We're gonna start with the bigger ones on the battery. Now the smaller ones under the optical drive. All the rest of the screws are the same size. Well, the ones under the display are a little bit longer, so yeah, my mistake, sorry about that. All the rest are the same. Don't forget to put one under the cables here. Now I have to put the rubber sealing on its place. Next comes the hard drive. We have to connect the cables. They are marked with a white triangle. Is the white cable, and the other one is the aux one, like this, but they should come here, I think. We'll see. This cable should go under. And no screws left, which is pretty good. Now probably the laptop doesn't have any battery, so we can test it. Yeah, just let me put the charger. We have lights. And we have a picture. Basically, yeah, the BIOS is reset it, so I'll have to fix that. Basically that's the whole video. Took so long time, sorry about that. Hope you liked the video. Bye bye for now.